everybody. Crazy times we're living in with all this, depressing situation we have, where we're all stuck at home and we can't do much. We can't see our families and friends, and it's so important. We got to get away sometimes and take vacations. When I think of vacation, as long as we're living in these crazy times, I have really a crazy kind of goofy story that, in all probability, this story did not happen. But it happened many years ago. There was this bishop, very loved by his people, by his parishioners, and they decided that he was so hardworking, they were going to pay for him a trip to go to Las Vegas. And it just so happened that the day that he was supposed to leave for Las Vegas, he was doing a confirmation and he was running late, and he was going to miss the plane, so he had to go to the airport and get on the plane wearing his very colorful vestments. So he got on the plane. When he arrived at Las Vegas, again, he gets off the plane wearing these vestments, hails a cab, and when the cab driver comes and sees him wearing these vestments, the cab driver says right away, Elvis, you've come back. I knew you'd be back. And the bishop said, no, my son, not. The cab driver would not hear of it. He said, yeah, I know it's Elvis. I know it's you, Elvis. So he takes the bishop to to the casino, to Bellagio, where he was going to, and when he drops the bishop off, the bishop tries to, he says, no, bishop, you don't pay. Elvis, you don't have to pay. And the bishop constantly telling him, no. Anyway, so the bishop goes there, the doorman comes and he sees the bishop, and he says right away, with all these vestments on, he says, Elvis, you're back, Elvis. And again, he's trying to deny that he's Elvis. The doorman would not hear of it, so he brings him to the concierge. And the concierge, the same thing when he sees the bishop, he says, Elvis, you're back. We're waiting for you. We got a suite all set for you. And again, he's trying to deny it, but the concierge personally takes him up to this great big penthouse, and he looks in the suite of rooms. He sees the greatest beautiful view of Las Vegas. He looks on a table. There's a whole stack of money for him to gamble with, whatever he wants to do with it. He looks in the liquor cabinet, find all these important whiskeys and brandies, all this fine liquor, all this lap of luxury, very luxurious. And to top it off, then the door knocks, and in walk in 4 people. And he says, Elvis, this is for you. He has a maid, a chauffeur, a butler, and a chef, all to answer his many needs. And he says, this is great. And they say, Elvis, whatever you want. At this, the bishop just looks around at the surroundings. He looks outside. He looks at the money on the table and the liquors and the fine liquor supply, and the wait staff. They're just calling out, Elvis, whatever you want. And the bishop kind of just shakes his head a little bit, thinks about it. He looks over at the wait staff and goes, well, there's a 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready. Now go, cat. No, don't. Not a true. I don't think it's a true story. Thank you very much. I don't think it's a true story, but it reminds us how important it is that we have to be with one another. We have to share our stories, share whatever we've got, to be with one another. They say absence makes the heart grow fonder. So when all this is over, when we get together, we really look forward to seeing everybody. Love you all.